Hey everyone, welcome to day 2. We are here in my classroom, unloading again. I have my 3 kiddos with me today. They are all back over there. We're working on books. And there's my mom directing everybody in the director's chair. My mom came up to especially visit and kind of just check out my new classroom. And so today we have a to-do list that I created last night. My biggest goal is to set up my library today and to get everything out of the boxes. I still didn't bring everything from home, so I still have all of those things. So here's just us trying to put together the library and get everything done today, okay? So these are all of my book sets. The former teacher had a lot of book sets, which I'm not really sure what to do with just yet. But that will be the next order of business. And then now I need to weed through these ones to figure out which ones I want to add to the classroom library and which ones we can pass on to others. Got it all the way down to these books that were left over to me, gifted to me from the previous teacher. And we have these guys that are going to be full book sets, and we're organizing them into different sets. So because our school has like different curriculum, and we're not sure how we are going to incorporate our current curriculum, I like to call it Franken curriculum, which means that we kind of build and pull standards from trade books that we have. So we kind of looked through these and figured out which of these trade books we would use, and then which we can just add to the regular classroom library. So that is completely done, and now we have 2 boxes, and I had to do a lot of weeding to make sure that, just like any good librarian does, to make sure that there's culturally relevant books, make sure that there's a large multicultural set, and then also just to make sure that there are books that are current. I don't want to have to put old science books in here and still have things like, oh, here's Pluto, he's a planet, books, and so we don't want to spread misinformation. Super duper excited. My friend Lucinda Wynn gifted me an Echo Dot, so I'm going to set this guy up and hopefully we'll try to see what it's like in a classroom. So we still have all these to paint still. I'm slowly getting together my teacher area over here with cleaning off the area. These guys are all like student stuff right now. We have not much change in here. Not much change over here. I really do need to bring my Cricut in. I did get my district laptop today. My desk is already a mess. I did have a helper cover my smart board or Promethean board. We got a tapestry that was courtesy of Lucinda up. My big whiteboards that got cut. And we decided to use this section to light up some lights. I'm sure you saw us do some of those things. The library's set up by section and genre so far. We still have this empty one. All these books we had weeded out as doubles or books that we have multiples of that we didn't need. And this is what we ended up with, usable book sets that I could use for reading. Still have all this stuff in here. And then I need to decide what to put here. I'll probably put in like check-in cards here. And then still need that. It's almost like I'm just waiting for payday so that I can pick up a bunch of stuff. So the desks are ready to go. And we're heading home because we're super hungry and tired. Together my thematic classroom. I start to do some research on basic just Roadrunner stuff because when kids ask me later on, they'll say like, oh, Miss Begay, why are we the Roadrunner class? And so then I'll say, well, did you know? And I'll give them some interesting facts. But it also helps me set up just the classroom in general. So on this side I have like my Google of like interesting Roadrunner facts, which I didn't know they're part of the cuckoo family. That's interesting. And then on this side I have my to-do list that I started going as my reminders, because then I can just tell Siri to remind me how to do things. Like I'll just say, you know, Siri, add this to my reminder list. And then as I'm going through my classroom, it'll just add it onto my school days list. So that's how I start setting up my thematic classroom and start my list going so that I know and never forget what needs to be done. On here also, I'm starting to really narrow down what I need to do so that I can prioritize everything. Right now, my first goal is to get my classroom set up before Meet Your Teacher Night. So that's goal number one. So anything on here that doesn't contribute to that, I kind of put to the side for now. Well, as my family relaxes, I'm going to work on my TUSD onboarding, which is on True North Logic. So I'll be logging on, and there's 16 items that I hope to fill out this evening. All of the items that I need to make sure that I'm ready to go for the new hire, make sure that I set up my payroll, so everything's ready to go. My goal is to get through the 16 items tonight so that I have to do less tomorrow, so we'll see how much I can get done. I was only able to get through 2 of the modules that I was aiming for. Risk management, talking about my bloodborne pathogens, and the second one is the sexual harassment part. So that took about 30 minutes, so now I'm gonna have to do the other ones for hopefully another 30 minutes later on, maybe tomorrow.